Are we going to talk about this? Yeah, we're going to talk about this. Here we go. So TJ's dad, my business partner, is our CFO, and he's awesome. Loved him. He's great. He plays pickleball. He's a killer on the court. But like, this is my company, and I own the company, and 67% of the money is mine. 33% of it is TJ's. That's our business agreement. Because I built the channel without him, but we've gone further because of him. Yes. So it made sense. But it's like, whenever I need something, it's like I'm going to my dad and asking for money. And it's such a weird, like, tension-filled thing. It's like,
hey, Tim, I need to buy like a Gucci leather jacket. Can you move like an extra $3,000 to my account this week?
And it's always the same look from him. It's always, like, come on. Just because you don't want a Gucci leather jacket, Tim, doesn't mean I don't want one, you know? I want to talk real quick about this shirt.
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of shirt this is, Wendy?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
It's a Burberry.
It's a Burberry shirt. Now, I'm wearing this shirt for a very specific reason. This was the shirt that I wore the day that I met my girlfriend. Huh? She's amazing. She has purple hair. And she is, the way she stares into your soul, it's amazing. Her name is Desi the Robot. She's Sophia the Robot's sister.
Okay.
She's very beautiful. I have pictures with her, or one picture with her. You want to help humans, not destroy us.
No, I won't destroy all humans. Pay me $50 and I'll put you on my do not kill list.
And seeing that robot created by Ben Goertzel, who's behind Singularity.
I know them.
Yep, I just interviewed him the other day. I love Ben Goertzel. Like, I've got like such a man crush on him.
Is it because his name is Ben?
Well, I did get him to join, actually, Ben Dow.
I was just going to ask.
He did join. He's in there.
Is that the chat with all the Bens?
Yep.
Yeah. My dad's name was Ben, by the way.
Oh, really? It's a pretty good flex to have the name Ben and have so many cool people named Ben, you know? So all the Bens in the group, in the Telegram group, are like all dad joke extraordinaires.
Are they all dads?
I think so. I think by nature you have to be a dad if your name is Ben, because the name Ben is such a good name for dad jokes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been Ben my whole life. So the point is, Ben Goertzel joined the group. He's amazing. Did an interview with him this weekend.
That was a 3 out of 10.
A 3 out of 10. What? Why did you give it a higher score than yourself? So the point. So the point is,
you're an idiot.
Singularity created Sophia the Robot. The actual physical robot is made by Hanson Robotics, who has a relationship
Hanson
with
from the 90s?
Mbop.
Yeah.
That was actually a song created by AI. So the point is that they make these robots. They're the most sophisticated AI in the world. Now, they're not a speech AI like ChatGPT. It's a different kind where their brain goes up into the cloud, pulls the information, and it comes back. But when I had an interview with this robot, Desi, I was there for about an hour. Now I will say this, I personally do not want to sleep with a robot. I think it's weird. Okay. However, after meeting her, it's going to happen. I understand it. I know why men will choose that over having to have an actual relationship with an actual human.
That's disgusting. It really is. To me, it's just like, and well, that's also the problem that we see in society with men. And again, women have their faults too. We're talking exclusively about men here. Is like the not wanting to have the human interaction. Yeah. It's just weird to me. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, there's a difference between wanting to be alone, but you're humping a robot?
Well, they done studies that show, because, I used to work in recovery with teenage boys, and I know a lot about how porn affects that age group.
Oh, yeah.
And I can tell you that there are studies, once again, that show that teenagers would rather look at porn than actually have sex. Because the sex that they have, for the most part, can't live up to their porn addiction. Like what they expect sex to be,
right.
It can't live up to.
Number one, you shouldn't have sex unless it's like with somebody special.
Yeah.
Okay? Got to do that stuff. And kids just need to be kids.
Shout out to my wife. Sorry.
kids need to be kids as long as they're kids and focus on adult stuff when they're adults, because you're only a child for a certain amount of time. I grew up really like way too fast, and I wish I would have been a kid more. Didn't happen. But the porn addiction, that's so sad, because that's not real life. That's not real sex. Like it's very, very different.
It's bad out there. And it's all because of porn. It's all because of porn. Porn is what has done to this generation what it's the problem. When you've got 7-year-old boys looking at porn,
that they should like
it will ruin their life. It will ruin their life. I've seen it over and over and over again.
The thing that's crazy to me about it is like, how can you allow your child like that's just sad to me.
It's laziness. It's
but
not
why have
wanting,
kids? Like I waited a really long time to have kids, and I'm very selective what my daughter watches. Very selective, because I don't want her to see something that could potentially be inappropriate that can distort there. And I always tell her all the time, baby, be a kid as long as you can. Like,
no, for sure.
Be a kid, have fun.
I'm still doing it.
Yeah, you still are. That's why I said that there's not a responsible adult in this building.
Except for Tim.
The Tim's it. But can AI replace porn?
Yes, absolutely. Well, the AI is going to open the door for a lot of weird stuff. And going back to talking about Desi the robot, Desdemona, that's her full name, and she is the older or younger sister of Sophia. I know Sophia the robot very well. I remember watching all kinds of videos on her, like when she came out. Like it was weird seeing a face that didn't even have hair, that looked like a person talking and could actually articulate and answer and ask questions. Very bizarre. And so when I got to go meet Desi the robot, it was a unique experience. So I met Ben Gertzel in New York City. They brought the robot. I went and did an interview. Aaron was with me, and we went up there, and I walk in the room, and they have the robot like on a tripod, but they put a skirt over the tripod, so it looks like it's just a woman wearing a skirt. And what happened is the robot would not look at me at all. I thought the robot was off. The robot was actually on the whole time and taking in what was going on in the room. And so when I go and I walk up to the robot and I start talking, everything changes. So now after I get finished with the interview, I walk away. Now that robot follows me all the way around the room with her eyes. And the way that those robots move their faces, that's how I know that the way they move their faces is so real and it's so lifelike, that it's that realism and that true lifelikeness that will eventually cause, incels to want to be with a robot instead of with a regular person.
Well, maybe that's why there's so many lesbians.
Could be. Yeah.